Hi guys, welcome back to the weird side of YouTube. I'm your host, author DC Knife, and this is the Reading Storm, the show, my booktube show, where I talk about books and reading and all things literary. So today I have a new book haul for you from Thriftbooks.com, and I have a special treat. We're going to be reading some poetry from said books because I am on a poetry kick. If you can't tell, I've been uploading a lot of spoken word poetry of my own, and I'm releasing an album of spoken word poetry on the 1st of April. So link in description, look forward to that. I'm sorry I'm messing with my beard. It's weird today and I don't like it. But with that being said, let's get weird.
We interrupt this program to bring you an infomercial for. Now that's what I call poetry. A spoken word album from DC, featuring your favorite hits like Writer's Block, Night Hunt, and Zenith Star, with instrumentals all made by the man himself. His debut spoken word poetry album truly is something special. Don't wait, order now. Link in description.
First, like I said, these are from Thriftbooks.com. This is called Haiku, Poetry Ancient and Modern. I actually did write some haiku poems for YouTube. It's going to be on an upcoming spoken word album, but not the one I'm releasing. Let's read some. This one's by Cherokee. Storm chestnuts race along the bamboo porch. Another by Ernest Berry. Old garden shed, the insecticide can full of spiders. Ew, I don't like that. Another by Basho. Dozing on horseback, smoke from the tea fires drifts to the moon. Here's one by Chichiba Mezaku. The cooing of a turtle dove and the sound of a bonfire. Is the turtle dove being burned alive? I hope not. Here's one by Cyril Childs. Firefly viewing her feet, feeling for the path. Look at that beautiful Japanese artwork. Here's one by Catherine Gallagher. 13th century glass catches fire late afternoon. That sounds beautiful. On the same page, we have something by Cor van del Heuvel. High above the city, dawn flares from a window washer. Okay, start over. High above the city, dawn flares from a window washer's pail. One last one by Clelia Ephraim. In the leaky boat, blowfly on the lamplighter, star beyond the sea. I do love haiku. I'm going to be reading these for some ASMR sessions coming up. All of these books, by the way. Next one, we have the Book of Celtic Verse, which is Celtic poetry as well, because I love my Celtic ancestry. I'm Scotch-Irish. Alright, let's start with The Lamp of Story. It says by Caitlin Matthews. For Robin Williamson. On the 5 rivers of your begetting, I pour blessing and praise, who from the beginning strove with the uncensored light to make sparkle the dark, and on the tongues of the untelling set stories whose deathlessness is a sword of eternal defense. That's amazing. That's only half of it, though. What man, lampless in the night, could walk without your telling, whose songs illumine the trackway of the primal voice that winds, unmarked beneath the breath. So on the winds that blew at your birth, I seed praise that every leaf of your mouth be book and tree, a staff in the hand for all wanderers of the world. That was gorge. This one says Merlin on Ynysennilli. I have a Scottish friend who speaks Gaelic. Gideon, if you're reading this, what does this mean? But I'm going to read it because I like Merlin and author stuff. It would have taken more than Nimue, the poet's sweet and snaring jade, to spin that net that could entangle me. I sailed here in a gray December, my cloak patched, salt in my beard. No star lit my track across the water. I built my palisade of glass along the boulders and coarse sand, the kelp and marram grass. The wind brought ice and shells and moonlight to my hands. The earth gave bone, the gulls their cold cries. I love that. Oh, it's not done. Yep, it's continued. The tower is tall. It will have many windows, 3 doors open on each side, where I will stand and watch the slow waves thunder in the crannies of the cliff. My house is not shaken by the tide. It casts no shadow. The stranger will not see it. Here I will hoard my 13 shining treasures against the mountains dwindling, grain by grain, against the darknesses between the stars, and only the drowning fishermen in the storm, torn the appetite of squall and rain, will see that wand of light come sliding from my door. That's fucking cool! Here's another one about Merlin in May. It says Merlin in May, that's the title. I return through silent stone, through rough root and twisted stem, through black branch and leaf green, sea salt in my mouth, earth dark in my mouth, air dust in my mouth, fire heat in my mouth. I will speak in tongues of flames, singing silver my name. Dew falls from my hands, stiff-sinewed, silver-tongued. I lap at the labyrinth of light, sea bright at my feet, earth rich at my feet, air flows at my feet, fire sings at my feet. Sun through the flowering thorn, heart's horn reborn. That was gorge. I love this so much. And again, I will be reading all of these for ASMR sessions coming soon. We have Native American poetry. My mom is also Cherokee, half Cherokee. Actually, no, her grandma was Cherokee, so I don't know how much I have in me, but I have some. Let's see. Cherokee poetry. Let's start with Scalp Song. I wonder if she has humiliated the sweet woman that I cut off her head. What? Death Song. Is there anyone who would weep for me? My wife would weep for me. That's sad. Song of the Butterfly. In the coming heat of the day, I stood there. Let's do a little bit longer ones. Ojibwa War Songs. Hear my voice, birds of war. I prepare a feast for you to feed on. I see you cross the enemy's lines. Like you, I shall go. I wish the swiftness of your wings. I wish the vengeance of your claws. I muster my friends. I follow your flight. Ho, you young men warriors, bear your angers to the place of fighting. From the south they came, birds of war. Hark to their passing scream. I wish the body of the forest, fiercest, as swift, as cruel, as strong. I cast my body to the chance of fighting. Happy I shall be to lie in that place where the fight was, beyond the enemy's line. Here on my breast I have bled. See, see, these are fighting scars. Mountains tremble at my yell. I strike for life. That was gorge. This one's called Love Song. I think it says Winnebago. I don't know if that's where it's from or that's the person that wrote it. Whomsoever look I upon, he becomes love-crazed. Whomsoever speak I unto, he becomes love-crazed. Whomsoever I whisper to, he becomes love-crazed. All men who love women, them I rule, them I rule. My friend whom I touch, he becomes love-crazed. You go, girl. She's feeling herself. Okay. This one's called Sacred Midday Songs, from another one from Ojibwa. Might be a tribe. Drifting snow, why do I sing? The sun and moon, their bodies shine over the world, unto me as unto you, my midday friend. That's the one thing a lot of non-native people, non-indigenous people don't know, is there's tons of tribes. Tons of tribes. I don't even know them all, and I have native Cherokee in me. This one's called, this is under Songs of the Chippewa. We're going to read a couple of those. Healing Song. They are in close consultation with their heads together, Winnebago and his grandmother. This one's called Love Charm, the last one we're going to do of these. What are you saying to me? I am arrayed like the roses, and beautiful as they. One more. I am walking toward calm and shady places. I am walking on the earth. Gorge. Absolutely gorge. And, you know, if I'm into poetry, I had to do the master. Edgar Allan Poe. I know there's a lot of female poets, and I really want to get into them, but traditionally the only really poet that I ever really got into was Edgar Allan Poe. I didn't really give any female poets a chance, but I really want to, especially like sapphic lesbian poetry I want to get into, just because I'm gay and it's pretty to me. I like lesbian relationships. I think they're inspirational and beautiful. I'm sorry if that's weird and you're lesbian watching. I like it. I like women. I admire their strength and beauty and stuff, even though I'm gay. So sorry if that's weird. Here's a poem. It says it's from Tales of Mystery and Horror, but it doesn't really have a title. Thou wast that all to me, love, for which my soul did pine, a green isle in the sea, love, a fountain and a shrine, all wreathed with fairy fruits and flowers, and all the flowers were mine. Ah, dream too bright to last, ah, starry hope that didn't didst arise, but to be overcast. A voice from out of the future cries, onward, but o'er the past. Dim gulf, my spirit hovering lies, mute motionless aghast. For alas, alas, with me, this light of life is over. No more, no more, no more, such language holds the solemn sea to the sands upon the shore. Shall bloom the thunder-blasted tree, or the stricken eagle soar. Now all my hours are trances, and all my nightly dreams are where the dark eye glances, and where thy footsteps gleam. And what ethereal dances by what Italian streams? Alas, for that accursed time that bore thee o'er the billow, from love to titled age and crime, and an unholy pillow. From me and from our misty clime, where weeps the silver willow. That was gorgeous. Let's find some more, at least one more for Edgar. If you don't know, I have kittens. They were born a few months ago. They're almost adults. They were twins, black and white, and we named them Edgar and Alan, after my fave. This is mostly stories. I know he writes some poetry, but I think it's just complete, but I don't see any other poems, and that really annoys me, and my back hurts, and I really want to stop filming because my back hurts so bad. I'll have to read this for ASMR sessions and hopefully find some more, but my back is killing me, you guys. I'm sorry. I have to go. But hopefully, again, you enjoyed this. A little bit of poetry for you. Again, I am releasing my own poetry album April 1st. Link in description. Spoken word. I also made kind of music videos for them. It's called Writer's Block, the album. It's about like old poetry from when I was a teenager and using them entirely for some of them, others taking away lines, adding them here and there, and others reworking the themes but keeping the theme and reworking the entire poem. Hence the name Writer's Block, because when I wanted to make more poetry, I couldn't really write more poetry for some reason. I just wasn't in the mood, so I took old works of mine and kind of modernized them for how I'm feeling these days, and I'm really proud of them and I love them. So yeah, there's going to be more poetry albums in the future, poetry books, and I'm going to be re-releasing Dreams soon, and I'm going to be releasing Exorcist Acolyte as a physical copy. So I hope you guys are all excited for that, because I fucking am. And I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.